Hey guys, PDT here. I've got a very special treat for you today, I think, because I'm going back to my roots, my childhood. I've brought out, as you can see, the ZX Spectrum. That's right, and we are playing Ed the Duck. Now, as far as I can recall, this isn't a game that I ever actually owned, but it's a game that I always really wanted to play. So, here, fulfilling a lifelong dream. Ed the Duck, people. Okay. Ed the Duck, as you remember, was in the Broom Cupboard. Yeah, Sarah, if you're watching, it was before you were born, and I don't need reminding of that fact. Thank you. But it was, yeah. He was the mascot alongside a young, fresh-faced presenter called Phil Schofield. Don't know what happened to him. I can't. What do you think this is? One of those "Where Are They Now" programs. But he was a dashing young buck. I hope he's happy. What I don't remember about Ed the Duck is the thing where he used to. I mean, giant hands, I guess, kind of makes sense, if a bit dark actually. Given where that hand goes. Yeah, it's like I mean, I don't want to make light, but it feels like he's trying to fight back against something pretty horrible that happened to him. Of course, I don't know about the fish or the teddy bear or the giant moon face or any of the rest of it really. But the hand makes sense. That is very clearly the puppeteer. Of course, it's Hacker the Dog these days on CBBC, who, if you've not seen him, look him up on YouTube. I think Hacker the Dog is hilarious. And easily up there with the likes of Ed the Duck, Roll'em Rat, although he was ITV, Gordon the Gopher. I don't know, Ed the Duck was more Andy Peters, wasn't he, than Phil Schofield. And he's like a big shot producer or something now. I liked Andy Peters. Not that I didn't like Phil Schofield. Everybody liked Phil Schofield. But there was something about Andy Peters. And not just his woeful line delivery in that cameo he had on the UK version of Toy Story. Toy Story 2, I think. I remember seeing a documentary where he went off to Pixar and filmed this cameo. He's like a baggage delivery guy going, "Move along, move along." That's not Toy Story, that's Star Wars, but I literally failed up there, I feel. You've not heard of save points, Ed the Duck? Continue points? Some would say I'm probably not getting far enough through the game to get to those. But I'm determined. I mean, all the games on the ZX Spectrum were like this. At least a lot of them were. Usually you would have things like pokes. I think I've mentioned before, but they basically were. They would allow you to change the code of the game in some way, so that you weren't shit at it, or rather, so that you still were shit at it, but you didn't die. Yeah, Ed the Duck Superstar. That was his whole thing. He'd be wearing shades and have a guitar. No, that's Gordon the Gopher. Who the fuck was Ed the Duck? I mean, he was a duck called Ed, but apart from that... Yeah, and he had a tuft of green hair, which you can see. And you see, what you've got here on screen, you've got a sort of nicely rendered bottom bar that you can see, and then you've got everything else. And that, again, tended to be the way Specky games work. I mean, if we jump up, yeah, you'll see the colours just cut. You can see through him into the background. These days, that would be considered a glitch. In those days, that was considered a feature. Yeah, this game has 10 colours. Woo. I mean, this is actually quite pretty compared to a lot of Spectrum games. I don't know where the music's gone. You can't always hear music on emulated Specky games. I mean, this almost certainly. Let's just see if I can bring up the audio settings. Audio mode, volume max. Yeah, okay, I can't. Yeah, you're right. I am just going to keep playing this until, like, I get bored, or you get bored. Actually, you got bored about 5 minutes ago. I really want to try and get higher in the level. Although, and I know it's a cliche, but can you really get higher than the makers of Ed the Duck, the cartoon game, were on? Because, I mean, you've got... What is any of this shit, and what's it got to do with Ed the Duck? Ed the Duck was there for continuity between the programmes. You know, ideally you should be having, like, Willy Fogg turn up. I mean, there's a computer game I'd play, if there is a Willy Fogg computer game. I don't think there is, but I'd play the shit out of that one. See, this is either going to be a very short video today or a very long one, as I keep failing to get to where I want to be. As ever, like and subscribe, will you? Okay. I've got myself to a slightly better place than I was before. Oh, God. Oh, no! Oh. Oh! There was a save point, a continue point. It was just ever so slightly above where I was actually getting to. That's fair. Well, none of this is fair, is it? Follow the yellow brick road. See, I bet it's only going to be a matter of time before something starts coming along to speed me up through the level. Oh. I come from the land of the ice and snow. Okay. Oh! Okay, I'm fine with that. Oh no, I'm not fine with that. Come on, guys, we're doing this. We're going to get to the end of this level if it kills me. But yeah, this is what used to pass for gaming. I mean, you should be thankful that because it's an emulated one, I've spared you the 10 minutes of screeching that accompanies ZX Spectrum games loading up. Look it up on YouTube. It's screeching and it's epilepsy. I mean, my mum always said, no, you're not allowed to look at the screen when it's loading. I always did, but it can't have been good for my eyes. Okay. Cool. So I've just got to make sure I give it a short nudge up there. No! You're going to kill me. Yeah. But that's fine. I've got to the save point. I haven't got to the save point. What the fuck? Oh, see, my head's gone red. Just, not even a glitch, just standard. The ZX Spectrum really was shit. You know, I get upset when Sarah says, "Oh, I've seen Steve McNeil play Spectrum games. It's not a good not a good computer." This, you know, I say about video and computer games. The Specky was a bona fide computer rather than a console. Okay, that should definitely get me past the save point now. Whoa. I mean, I would say that was pixel perfect, but to be honest, collision detection on these things, again, wasn't always the best. Often you just sort of hoped and prayed. The weird thing about the Spectrum is that there's this whole like ZX Spectrum fan community in Russia. The Dizzy games. There's like loads of fan-made ones. It's really bizarre. Fan-made ones in Russia. We went up to, I think, Dizzy 8. Russia went up to like Dizzy 12. Not with the input of the Oliver twins. I'd muff that up completely. Not with the input of the Oliver twins. They just made their own unofficial Dizzy games, which got released to a wide market. It's really weird. And there is such a Spectrum homebrew community as well. I must play some homebrew Spectrum games at some point. I know it's weird. It's a weird ambition to have in life, but I quite. Yeah, sorry guys, got cut off there. I'll be honest, game-wise, you did not miss much, as you might expect. But yeah, I would like to play. I just really like the idea. Oh balls! I really like the idea that this thing that I used to play games on as a kid has still got people making games for it. That's such a weird notion to me, and the fact it's the ZX Spectrum. Like nobody's doing that for the NES, although they probably are. Let's face it. But yeah, really odd, man. Really odd. And that's my lives pissed up the wall. Well, I came back in order to say goodbye to you. I think that's an appropriate goodbye. Yeah, look, game over. Yeah, I'm pointing in the right bit this time. Look, if you enjoyed this, like and subscribe and all the rest of that nonsense. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.